A cleaning manufacturer is now cleared of all potential threats after a flooding over the weekend exposed chemicals to water. Madison Fire responded around 3:30 in the afternoon on Saturday to the 4300 block of Sycamore Avenue. On scene, crews found water coming from all sides of the building. When they went inside, they realized there was no way to shut down that flow of water. Multiple chemicals on pallets were exposed to the water, flooding about a foot high. One of those chemicals could pose a risk if it was exposed, so the hazardous incident team was called in. They did not find any risk with the chemicals.